old scheme rather we can say, but it has been popularized very recently. The scheme got introduced in the year 1966, but in 2019 the scheme got liberalized, and the government is trying to boost manufacturing with this scheme's benefits. Uh, Five basic things I want to discuss about this scheme. One is whoever manufactures in India, they get the benefit of importing without payment of duties. This benefit is not just limited to capital goods. This benefit is extended to the capital goods as well as raw materials. In terms of importing, you can import any capital goods, any raw materials without payment of duty. However, the key requirement is this capital goods or raw materials should only be used for the manufacturing process. Just to in case you have any queries, or if you have any questions, you can please ask me in between as well. There's no hurdle to it.
Great. Yeah, just to add to what Parth said, in case you want to ask a question, please raise your digital hand. At the bottom, you have React. You can raise your digital hand and Parth will answer your questions. Thank you, Parth. Please carry on.
So, under the mover scheme states for manufacturing other operations in warehouse regulations. The scheme helps you out with import without payment of duties. Second important thing is that if we compare this scheme with other available schemes in India, like EOU scheme or SEZ scheme or EPCG schemes or advanced license schemes and all, in all these schemes, you can import without payment of duty. However, there is a specific criteria of export obligation. Yes, Miss Lata.
I just want to know if you have a write-up, because I work with a lot of people who are manufacturing in the manufacturing units. So if you have a small write-up on this, which can, with your details, I could forward it to them and then they can get in touch with you.
Absolutely. What can be done is I'll get the respective email ID from Chaitanya, or maybe you can even share your email ID here. We can then share you the brief and appropriate details.
Right.
Parth, just to set the context right, this is purely for India, or does it apply for
This is
other?
only for the manufacturers which are being set up in India.
Manufacturers set up in India, and all industries and all verticals, or?
Yes, for all industries, all verticals, there is a specific scheme for semi-precious stones, gems, jewelry, and all. Except, so there are specific requirements for this specific category of goods. However, for any other category of goods or sector or process, we can avail the benefits of the scheme.
So you're going to share with us some benefits about having a manufacturing plant in India for companies to actually have manufacturing facility happening in India, and what are the benefits of doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, just to add on what you are saying, this can be applicable in three basic criteria. One, who is setting up a new manufacturing in India. The second, who are into expansions. And the third, who are into this business, but they are availing other process of license and all. Under this scheme, they'll be getting a much relaxed, comfortable process, so that they can do this business hassle-free, and there would be comparatively much less interaction by the departments.
Okay, and just a small note is, since we are also a platform where there are some people not necessarily from India, you can also give context about why international companies could shift to Indian manufacturers rather than anywhere else that they're sourcing from. And what's the benefit for using or preferring rather an Indian-based manufacturing company rather than any other? So that angle, if you can cover, if there are any benefits, if there is. So that you can give us overview so that, it will become more inclusive slightly.
Sure. I'll try to cater to that concern as well.
Okay.
Thank you. So, as I said, this scheme will help you out with importing machineries and raw materials without payment of any duty. The second important thing here is that if you compare this scheme with other schemes which are in India, there definitely is a criteria of export obligation. For availing any duty benefit, you have to do so much so amount or so much so quantum of exports. Then only you can get the benefits of duty waiver. In this scheme, there is no such export obligation. You can import the raw materials or capital goods without payment of duty, and without any export obligation, you can get the benefits of duty deferment. Important thing here is that as and when you remove these machineries in the domestic market, at that point of time, you are liable to pay the duty under this scheme. The third important thing is there are no timelines specified under this scheme. For example, if you are setting up a new manufacturing, if any Indian entity or any foreign entity is setting up a new manufacturing facility in India, they can import the machineries from any region across the world without payment of duties. Also, in this scheme, you get a benefit of not paying the anti-dumping duty or the countervailing duty or any duty which is applicable to that specific product. That is a very important huge benefit. So whenever any facility is importing machineries which are being set up, at the time of import, they did not pay any duty applicable. Import duty includes the customs duty or the ADD, anti-dumping duty, or the GST and everything. So you need not pay any amount of duty at the time of import. You can save this duty portion not just for 5 years or 10 years. You can save it till you use these machineries. Yesterday, with one of our clients, I was discussing this scheme, and he was very surprised to know that these are very beautiful benefits which are being given by the department or the customs or the government of India. He is into manufacturing of synthetic textiles, and he has plans of importing machineries to the tune of 27 crores. Against 27 crores, the duty portion comes to around 8 crores of rupees. And he informed me that he will be using these machineries for at least a period of 20 years. Just imagine saving this portion of 8 crores for a span of 20 years is a huge benefit. So the government intends here to boost manufacturing as much as possible. This, just as very rightly said by Alif, this scheme can be extended to any manufacturer based out of India or any manufacturer who plans to set up their facility in India. The only key criteria is they need to have their facility set up within the Indian borders. That's it. And they can avail these benefits. Third important thing which I've been highlighting with respect to the manufacturers who have very important trade secrets or criteria wherein they need not disclose the manufacturing process, their ingredients to the government. Because in this scheme, in the other schemes, whenever you import raw materials without payment of duties, at that point of time, you need to disclose entire manufacturing process, all the quantums with respect to raw materials, its ingredients and everything to the government of India. Then the government will set up norms wherein they will specify whatever raw material is being imported and whatever is exported and whatever is the waste portion, everything will be derived or approved by the government, and then only you can get the benefit of duty waiver in that schemes, in the other schemes. Here, your patents, your IPs your trade secrets with respect to your manufacturing process need not be disclosed to the customs department or the government department from whom you get this license. So this is a very important key criteria, because there are various, we have been getting inquiries with respect to industries from, say, chemical, from pharma, from IT as well, that there are few things that we do not want to disclose it to the general public or the government of India. So this is a very helpful scheme from there as well, that they can even help, so they can even save the duties. Also, they need not get into the hassle of getting the norm fixed or export raw material process, whereby the waste and all is being governed or controlled by the government of India. Fifth important thing I want to discuss is the license benefits, or the manufacturers who are availing this license, they can club the benefits with also for the trade agreements. For example, if you are importing, so if you are manufacturing in India and availing the benefit of duty for your manufacturing process, you can also club this benefit along with the benefits of trade agreements with UAE, with Australia, with Singapore, with Indonesia, with Korea, or various other countries. So this is a very important benefit. It is not just that on one hand you are saving duties, and on the other hand, the other side who are importing from you, they cannot get the benefit of your manufacturing process. So this benefit can also be very much helpful. I think there are sanctions being going on China and all. So this scheme would definitely help you out with the process of exporting to countries, along with the benefit of this scheme as well as the benefits of the scheme which is in that country as well. So these are the few basic things I wanted to discuss and highlight under this session. I think now you can share your insights or queries or questions with respect to this scheme. Any specific things you wish to understand, or any specific idea which needs to be explored under this scheme, please let us know.
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, Parth, for your kind of educational session. I wanted to ask, is this something new? When has this rolled out?
The provisions of this very section was there since 1966. However, in 2019, the government relaxed this scheme to the extent that the customs department or the government's role becomes very minimal, and they don't have any physical control on this process. Usually what would happen is, at the time of imports, the government used to check the premises. Then only they would allow you to import this without payment of duty. As in, when you do the manufacturing, if you want to remove any raw material or capital goods from your premises, you will have to then inform the customs department. They will take a site visit. Once they approve, then only you can remove the goods and all. So such kind of process was there prior to 2019. But in 2019, they relaxed this policy, and it becomes they've made it more kind of self-declaratory process, whereby you can import anything, you can export anything, you can even procure domestic raw materials and remove the finished goods into domestic market without any customs intervention, without any approval, and without wasting any time in that process.
So this adds to ease of doing business.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. And the second important thing is, as I said, there is always a criteria of export obligation or other compliances. in other schemes which are already there in India. So in those schemes, the client, if you fail to fulfill any condition, or if you fail to fulfill export obligations, then in that case you will have to pay the duty portions along with interest at the rate of 15% and penalties and all. So such provisions are very dangerous rather. So in this,
Draconian, yeah.
yes, yes. So in this scheme, the government has done away with this process of export obligation and all, just to cater or boosting manufacturing in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. This what I understand is the two key criterias for which this scheme has been floated. Also, what I understand is this scheme is actually a no-brainer for industries who are importing machineries and not exporting any finished goods. Recently, we have been working with many FMCG clients whereby their 100% market is DTA, the domestic sales market. So for them, it is a no-brainer scheme. Whoever wants to import machineries in India without payment of duties, this is the best scheme for them. Because in any other schemes, if they want to import machineries or raw materials or anything, there definitely is a criteria of export obligation and other compliances. So it's very good scheme for FMCG, must to avail.
Now, as a practitioner and advisor to people who are manufacturing in India, how do you see the implementation of this? Is it smooth? Is it hassle-free? Or are there threats from the back door?
What I've seen that the manufacturers are not able to understand the benefits of this scheme, because they have been under an impression that whatever benefits the government gives, there definitely is some compliance or burden on their part. So this is one thing, that this scheme is not getting that popularity as it should be. The second thing is that the concept of this very scheme is not being properly explained to the manufacturers, because the intention behind this scheme is to boost manufacturing, not just to avail the duty benefit. At the end of the day, if the manufacturer is not doing the manufacturing process, or not uh, getting into, so if the manufacturer is not doing manufacturing, or he's not uh, using this machineries or raw materials at the optimum level, then the government would definitely think of doing something for this manufacturer. So what I understand is that the manufacturers should uh, do the manufacturing process at its optimum level, and there are other schemes like production linked incentives and the other incentives as well. So the government overall is thinking of boosting manufacturing by all means.
Great. Okay. Chaitanya is here. Hi, Chaitanya. We started off the session without your presence because we needed to get stuff done. But now that you are here, please give your overview, because we are celebrating Manufacturing Month on Gen. So over to you.
Super. So while Parth and I work together on a few things, by law, by the intent, the law is extremely good. Okay, from the top it is very good. Where the law gets a little hijacked is by these corrupt officials. So let me give you an example. Maybe a month or month and a half, somebody where the source cannot be ascertained sent a notification to these manufacturers to say how many spare parts do you use? Give me the exact number, right? Now, if you are looking at a giant 3-story machine, there would be a million parts to it. And there is no way you can track all the parts inside it. These are things that give you those doubts. So by suppose you are a law-abiding citizen like Parth who wants to get things done immediately. So Parth kya karega? He will say, I have used so many screws, so many parts and all. And that will not happen. That they'll suddenly scrap the entire requirement. 3 years later, he would say, Parth, you have declared this, ye kahan se aaya? Now, these are ways and means by which the corrupt officials hijack the process, but otherwise, these schemes are brilliant and they are doing a lot of good to India. Unfortunately, many people are still not subscribing to it, but anybody who's using it, they are seeing exponential growth in what they can do with their businesses. Parth, what do you say?
Great.
True, absolutely true, absolutely true. So the government intervention, as very rightly said by Chaitanya, whenever you deal with government officials in India, there is always an asterisk mark and terms and conditions applied to it. However, the government is trying a lot to make this schemes process online, whereby there would be hardly any intervention by the customs official, either with respect to compliance or returns or availing license or anything. So just as I think the manufacturers in India are aware that they have made the DGFT portal online, whereby you can get the licenses or import-export code or anything just by sitting at your home, and you did not visit the DGFT's office. So in the similar manner, the government is also trying to make the customs process online altogether without being without going to any custom official or visiting the department or anything.
Great. We have the Pravasi Bharatiya Sammelan happening in Cuttack or Bhubaneswar as we speak. And I'm sure this will be highlighted there as well. The whole thing is we are in a competitive scenario. We are in a global village. Whoever delivers goods at the right price and at the right time will win. And therefore, I think there is orientation required for the machinery, meaning what we understand as the tantra that runs India. They have to be oriented to saying, look, if you want India to grow, if you want India to be $5, $6, $7 trillion economy, you have to change your outlook and you have to support the people who are doing business and improve the image of the ecosystem. Mostly NRIs or other people who have gone in, they feel stifled also by, say, I heard the number 60,000 rules, and Prakash ji can tell me whether this is correct, because to do business, like there are 60,000 rules and boxes that you need to tick. Who in his right mind would want to say, okay, let me go in and fight it out? Because you are there to do business, not to tick boxes and not to kind of get government MyBap to allow you to do business. So it is encouraging to know that such laws are there. It is the implementation and some kind of a cover or insurance, even assurance that actually follows through, that the system has changed or is changing, and it allows people to do business and thrive and not get their neck stuck in the system.
No,
Gaurav,
I like to drop in here, Prakash here. What Gaurav is saying is correct. That's where the compliance officer comes into picture. And like I do compliance for many of my clients in my CA practice. The compliance part cannot be ruled out. That entire 100% compliance has to be done, and you have to outsource the compliance part. As a businessman, you have to outsource it and get it fully complied. There's no way you can compromise on the compliance part because government of India has got a lot of penalty, and nowadays they are implementing the penalty, prosecutions, everything's happening. So you have to have a proper compliance officer outsourced, and you have that is part of your day-to-day business. So that cannot be neglected. Thank you.
Bro, I'll give you a counterpoint. Okay. When Indians try to go to America, they suck up to the American official, whatever he says. Right? They don't care, they don't ask. But when it is to India, chalta hai attitude. They do business the way the law says not to. And then they say Indian government is strict. Indian government is not strict. In fact, you get a lot of leeway if you speak with respect to those officials. So they do business the way they are not supposed to do. They have indulged in practices that are straight away illegal, and they are showing online.
True.
You
True.
can't even
Absolutely.
hide them. And then they say India is strict, India is corrupt, and all that. That's not true. That's only 10% of the story. They don't say their side of the story, right? So, as far as I have seen in my business, in my way of consulting, most of the time it is a client who is to blame. He say, "जब आएगा देखेगा." अरे तुम्हारा every month 2000 का fine है. If you don't do it for 2 years, the slab will go up.
Right.
And then they say, no, we didn't know the law. अरे you didn't even try to find out what the law is. मनमानी नहीं चलता है. So
No, where I agree. So it is not only on the government side, it is also on the practitioners or the manufacturing people's side, where you have to comply with laws. Nobody is above the law. But the whole thing is, are we over-regulated? Because someone many years ago had said minimum government and maximum governance or something to that effect. But that one does not hear about that kind of ease of business. One again, it's about perception. I've been in advertising for many years. Communication, perception is reality. So, what are we doing to say Make in India is thriving because of these 100 examples? Or laws are there not just because some British Nawab or governor made that 125 years ago, but because it protects the community or it protects so and so. Because it has been practical. We are in 2024. Very soon, the human intervention might go away with thanks to AI, etc. So we have a small window. Yes, we have a large market. Yes, we have a burgeoning middle class. But unless everything is above board, above the purview of these guys who will come and say no, ye band karo, or this will not be allowed. People feel that we might go into a cage and there will not be an exit. This is just a sharing of someone who's been outside the country but gets a view from people who are practicing. Of course, we've still had this license Raj, so to say, thanks to people who are there. And they have built these fences and made barriers to entry. That is something, again, that needs to be looked at, saying, unless you are a billionaire, you can't make the second billion. I think you get the sense of what I'm saying.
It is all changed, Gautam. Gaurav, it is all changed now. The license Raj is no more there. Inspection of the factories is not there. Everything has changed. We are in a new, vibrant India. All these things are exterior things. Nothing is there. All these bottlenecks are not there today.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. Straight, I had my license to be renewed. I went to the agency, and वहाँ पर there's बहुत सारा भीड़ है. And after you see the crowd, you actually go to an agent. But I just crossed the agent line, went to the clerk. He said, "Sir, 2 घंटे में बना के दूंगा." And the agent said, "2-3 रहेंगे." Actually, I went in. He said, "Take this photograph." He asked me to identify a few signs. He said, "Go and have a cup of coffee, come back." My license was ready. Had I not taken that, initiative to go inside the office, I would have been a victim of this. And the license renewal was around 1,500 rupees. This guy was charging 9,000 rupees. 6 times.
No, so there's this ecosystem that has been built over many years where agent ही काम करवाता है. अगर आप खुद जाएंगे, you will face barriers or it will take a lot of time. So I'm saying there has to be more communication where no, one communication that I know is implemented or is communicated very well is in this hospital, you cannot have gender knowledge before. So this is implemented, saying like you can't do ultrasound and find out whether it's going to be a boy or girl. This kind of message should go out and be seen everywhere, saying in this office there is no bribery or anybody caught doing jiggery pokery will be penalized. So this needs to go out. Like in China, there were high officials who were sent to the gallows because they were seen to be corrupt. So this perception not only needs to be addressed, it needs to be communicated, saying India is ready for business. Anybody facing XYZ should go to this person and it'll be addressed. I'm just talking systemic as a person who cares about the system or would like to see vibrant, thriving 1.4 billion people and not just 2, 3 families.
Parth,
Yeah, just to add on
yeah.
this aspect, what I've seen over the years is the law in India is very good. I think it is one of the best laws and acts and rules and regulations we have across the world. The very big challenge is implementation. In implementation, also the biggest difficulty is the quantum of officers or the quantum of employees against the quantum of work they have. As I see on day-to-day basis, one person is doing at least 10 persons job in the government offices. So it is a very difficult situation. Also, what is happening is this officers usually don't tend to get into the hassles with the all this manufacturers or whoever is dealing with them. But when they find really fishy, when they find that this is really wrong and hundreds, quite not quite quantum of monies are being improperly utilized or benefits are being improperly utilized at that point of time, the officers will definitely tend to get into the process of uh, issuing notices and all, getting litigations and all. And however, if we specifically see about any schemes, if we are discussing, everything flows from above. That if the government wants to implement this scheme by wholeheartedly, implement the scheme wholeheartedly, then the officers or whoever are there in the chain or in the process of uh, issuing this benefits and all, they will definitely be in sync with what has been informed or instructed to them. If we talk about this very scheme of getting or giving the benefits, one of our clients for whom we have got the license in the year 2021, from 21 till date, there has never been a question or a query or a single visit by the customs officer to their premises with respect to what are they doing, until they are regularly submitting the reports, they are regularly submitting the data, the appropriate paying taxes and all. I don't think there is any issue with respect to, but ultimately it is always whatever flows from above that definitely will be reflected at the bottom level.
You are correct. People staying outside India are ambassadors for India. And they need to get the right input to be able to tell people saying, okay, don't go to China, don't go to Vietnam, come do business in India. And the ecosystem is changing. It's positive, it's supportive, and grassroots change is happening. And people like you, Parth, can tell us if that change is happening.
Yes, absolutely, yes. And the second very important thing is that the governments are also encouraging inputs with respect to the process, with respect to the systems, with respect to policies. That was not the case before 2014. What I've seen, there are various trade bodies, just like if we have a GEN And if we are doing very well and we have very good insights, then we can definitely represent to the government of India with respect to any specific aspects. And government do consider all this. It is not so. It is very, very encouraging environment that how can we grow together.
I
You
think
know,
that
we have been part of a global village,
Yes.
and the world needs to see India for its potential and for the future rather than the past. And together we can make a difference. Manufacturing is important to any economy. India has ridden the service economy route for the last almost 40 plus years. Now the emphasis should shift a little to accommodate manufacturing as well, so that India can be taking a larger share of the manufacturing pie, which pretty much China has dominated for the last 30 plus years. On that note, Parth, thank you for coming over. If you can share your phone number, will you be staying back? We have another half an hour of our session. Well, everybody will get a chance to introduce themselves, provided they have filled the form that Alithia shared earlier. So you'll be there for another half an hour, Parth?
Yes, I can be. I will be there till 11.
Very
I
well.
can. So 11 in the
Very well.
Indian Standard Time. Yes, I can.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking time out. Chaitanya, thank you for getting Parth over. And any concluding remarks, I hand over to Chaitanya. And then Alifia can take over the session.
I
Chaitanya,
actually had
please.
a few comments actually just before we wind off, I think just overall being associated with a lot of Chinese companies for a long time, because obviously out of Dubai, a lot of manufacturing imports happened out of China, out of more matured markets, if you will. But I think it's more about, okay, fine, the government is helping with the manufacturing, but what's the quality of products that come out of India? I think India's mindset is very like use it within the country, and that's the kind of quality you make. But if you want to truly export, I don't think Indian quality comes more than 30 to 40% currently from the global standards. And one of the reasons what I've actually seen connecting with many factories in China and visiting regularly, I think it's about the automation, it's about the robotics that the international India is very labor dominated. We're depending on people to create. We're not yet using the machinery that people are trying to use for automation, for robotics, for creating that kind of quality that an international market needs. So it's, I think one of this reason is why India remains maybe you're manufacturing, but we're still remaining with internal import, using within the billion population of India. And that's one difference, I think, why China exports a lot, because the quality does come at par with the global requirements and expectations, I think. So just with all this manufacturing guidelines coming from the government, they need to definitely work on the best practices that the global manufacturing industry uses in order to come at par with what the world needs if you're really considering export into mature markets.
So, Alifia,
I agree.
that's half the story. Now, let's say I want to build the world's best product. Do you think the politician here will let go of reservations? Will they let go of unions? And these are the same guys who will go out abroad and start crying lousy about India. Okay. So if India has reservations, we are going to suffer a lot more. Imagine a lot of research institutes do not have the right people to guide the right departments. Okay. And I'll just stop there. There are much more. So,
but then that's the gap, right? So if
Correct. So it has to be
right now,
looked at
that is
holistically. I'm saying we just discussed about the laws and the people who implement those laws. On the other hand, people are involved. As in, when you want to set up a factory, you have to have 100, 1,000, 100,000 people. And that mindset, like if you do business in, say, Kerala or in some other states who have that image, that they are not business friendly, then you are stuck. And those are things that need to be addressed as well,
True.
because there are a whole lot of things that need to be taken care of before something is set up, and assurance should be there for someone who's bringing in a few $1 million to invest in India, that they will have a level playing field. They will be able to use as much machinification as they want, and they will be able to kind of compete. Because if you are coming in from outside, as it is, there are other people who've got a head start. Now, if you start having union problems, or you can do this, you can't do this, which is not international best practice, then you are stuck. So those are things that need to be taken care of. On that note, I would request to start off the business session, because we have just about 28 minutes left. But once again, thank you, Parth. Thank you, Chaitanya, for bringing Parth and getting this interesting dialogue on this platform. Thank you. Thank you. Alifia, please take over. But Prakashji, we can continue this after 9:30.
We can have this open discussion a little bit afterwards. Okay, great. So let's quickly, thanks, Parth. It was an educating session. It's great to understand that the country is taking initiatives and putting steps from the governmental policies, which is obviously the step one, into the right direction. And that's very, very powerful. So it gives us a lot of hope, since I think majority of the room here is, I guess, Indian. Just a few housekeeping points. Let's try and keep our conversation to English as our base language.
Yeah, when we have, Alifia, when we have any Gora in our crowd, we will do that. Today we are totally dominated by Desis.
My dear, we are also on YouTube.
Point taken.
Platform is,
point taken. Point taken.
Because the platform is a global entrepreneur network driven out of Dubai. And we have our members on YouTube as well, who are sometimes missing the meetings and going back to reference. So let's keep the best practices as it is. We can have another chapter in India in the future, which was one of the plans. But for now, since we're driving it out of Dubai, let's keep English as our main language, strictly. Or we have a translator, which Gaurav can do. So anyone who says any Hindi phrases or any other language phrases, we have an official group translator who will put the subtitles in voice. Brilliant. So with that note, let's quickly get started with our introductions for the day. It's lovely to see you all. And the main session that we usually do is introductions of each of us and ask about whose contacts or connections we want. Today, since we have only about 20 minutes odd left, and we are almost 15, 16, 17 people in the room, what we could do is little reverse. What we can say is, let's do what's the give today. Okay, so let's quickly say what you do and whose contact you can give to the others. Okay, so today we're not going to do an ask. I think most people have already attended before, so I'm not sure about Bharat Vyas and Vilas, maybe one or two are new, but for the others, let's try and lead it with the give. So in the group, I've been putting introduction links, and that's the link you open. And from my form, I'm going to take people's, so Prakash, for you, fill your introduction on the link that everyone will get your contact, and you will get everyone's contact as well. Make sure you join our WhatsApp group, all of us. No, not Prakash, sorry, I met Parth.
Yes. Yeah.
I met Parth actually. Okay, so I'm going to start with the people who've already filled in the link. Let's get started very quickly. It's going to be like a rapid fire. I will hard stop. If you get into your childhood history about why you do what you do, I will have to hard stop. Please follow the rules of the game. 15 seconds only today, so that we will run one more round of something different in the end, okay? So we will hard stop, okay, guys? So don't go very long into your introductions. We know you. The way you can keep doing shorter introductions is by coming back every Saturday. And then we get to know you already, so we would know most people by heart. So let's get started with, okay, I'll start with mine because I am the first one who filled the link today. And then we have, 1 second. Okay, then we have Gaurav and then Amit. All right, so for me, hi, I'm Alifia. I run a company called Rooftop Sales, which is into sales and consulting and helping people get more clients, get your feet into Dubai, make sure your salespeople are delivering numbers. Right now, we're helping companies launch as IPOs in Dubai. So we're helping companies go up to IPOs. So what I can give is, if anyone need any insight about the best practices of how Dubai works, if any company who wants to know more about, I'm basically into construction and technology. That's my domain. So if anyone want to know any highlights or any insights about this industry, that's going to be my give. Okay. So, okay. So very quickly now in the chat, put Alifia and your name. If you know anyone who needs what I'm talking about. Okay. But we're going to go very fast today. So anyone? Okay, great. Bharat, super. So I'm in the, okay, great. Let's start with Gaurav. Gaurav, go now, and then we have Amit next.
Morning once again. My name is Gaurav Paul. I'm based in Dubai. I have a background in communication and I've been in Dubai for 27 plus years. So if you need anything in Dubai or the Middle East markets, connect with me and I can suggest people you can work with to get into the Middle East market, which I believe is quite a lucrative one, given that a number of us live here and do business. Thank you.
So brilliant, guys. Put Gaurav and your name in the chat. Again, similar give. Anyone who want to know more intel about the Middle East, he's your man. So put Gaurav and your name in the chat. If no one, I will move forward, but let's be willing to share. Okay, great, Prakash. Amit, go now, and then we have Mudit after.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amit Walia. I am representing my company called RK Industries based out of Hyderabad in India. We manufacture solar and electrical equipments and we export them to countries like Africa, Middle East, and Indonesia. My gift for the week is I can connect you people with architects, interior designers, and resort owners in Hyderabad. Thank you.
Brilliant. So you need to talk to Mudit. Okay, great. So architects, interior designers, and resort owners in Hyderabad. Awesome. Great. So guys, put Amit and your name in the chat. Yeah, you got to connect with Mudit. I told you already. Mudit, go now, and then we have Munir after.
Hi, good morning, people. This side Mudit Anurag Bagaria, an advertising and commercial photographer and cinematographer working in the domain of interior and architecture photography. And we are looking out for interior designers, resort owners, and hoteliers across Pan India and Middle East. Thank you.
What are you giving today, buddy? Today we are only giving. We're not asking.
Okay. So today my give is there are three gifts that I'm giving. One is the Amity University dean from media department that Ananta was looking for last time. So I have this one for him. Today is not here. Second give is the construction company that Alifia you are looking for based in Dubai. And last give is a digital marketing agency which is based in Hyderabad. Thank you.
Brilliant. Guys, grab him. So quickly put Mudit and your name in the chat. If anyone need the contract, Prakash, you should call him, or Amit should. Second is okay, digital marketing in Hyderabad and Amity University. I think that's for Ananta Mudit. So you should contact Ananta from our group. All right, let's have Munir. Then we have Shriyas next.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Munir Majid. I run a company by the name of Aeon Metis, and we are headquartered in Sharjah in the UAE, and we have a branch in Kerala as well. I don't have much to say, but I just want to leave you with this. My main specialization is content development, media production, and branding. We also do documentary production. But just before I leave, I just want to ask you two questions. Actually, it's just one question. I want all of you, once this meeting is over, to look at the best performing content that you have on your social profiles and the worst performing content. And I just want yourself to ask this one question: why are you creating those contents? If you have an answer, you can message me. If you don't have an answer, you can still message me by that. Thank you.
Okay. So best performing content and the worst performing content on your social media. Interesting. Makes me think. Okay, great. Munir, I think you've come before, so your responsibility to reach out to Shreyas and Bharat and Amit and everyone who's put their number.
Oh, yeah. And thanks to Mr. Prakashji. We had an amazing conversation 2 days back. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet up, but hopefully coming soon.
Oh, you must be unlucky. He's met everyone. Okay, Shreyas go now, and then we have Prakash after. Shreyas? Unmute yourself, buddy.
Hey, hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Shreyas Pillai, and I'm the co-founder of TechTreat Solutions, where we support businesses with digital marketing services and IT solutions. So my give is I can connect brands with various influencers because now since influencer marketing is quite trending, so I can support them in connecting them with influencers to create a profound impact on their brands, as a result of which they can get more reach and more brand awareness. And
Brilliant.
also, I can support through various digital marketing services such as SEO, social media marketing, and performance marketing campaigns. I can support businesses
Quick, fast.
in reaching their ideal audience, their ideal target audience, and generating more leads, thereby creating a profound impact on their businesses. Over to you.
Thanks, Shreyas. So, guys, what did he say he's giving today? Influencers. Who need influencers for your business? Every domain, or which domain, Shreyas? Any particular domain or everyone?
So, generally means we can support with any domain, but because we have experience with food and beverages industry as well as with the flooring companies as well.
Okay, great. So,
Flooring and
guys, who
interior
need
design
influencers?
companies.
Okay, connect with Prakash. And nobody else need influencers? He's giving influencers today. Okay. All right, great. Let's have Prakash, then we have Sheldon after.
Yeah. Prakash Beria from Alternate Surya Energy Mobility Private Limited. Thank you, all the members, for giving me chance to meet each of you. I met at least 10 people from our group in Dubai while in Dubai. I want to give something here very important, which is the topic of the day, the ease of doing business. I have a company called, I know a company called GCS Cross Border Solutions Limited. That company has got all very senior people, 150 staff. They give the entire services of licensing, your process, your compliances, your whatever you want to help. Any help is required by any foreign party coming there in India. The entire ease of doing business, all the aspects they look after. So I give that GCS Cross Border Solutions Limited. You can be in contact with me. All kind of facilities, right from pin to aeroplane in India, will be provided. You can just do your manufacturing, just do your business. Everything will be taken care of. So GCS Cross Border Solutions Limited. Thank you.
Okay, brilliant. So, guys, if anyone need any business setups, the support in India, then Prakash has a good contact. So put Prakash and your name in the chat if you have anyone who needs business setup services in India. Okay, let's have Sheldon and then we have Sapna after.
Good morning. I'm Sheldon. I'm a storyteller who works basically on LinkedIn. And what I can do is help you put across your message in a manner which is easily understood by your target audience and they can relate to whatever you're talking about. My give today is I work with a design college in Jaipur. And what they've done is they've set up something called an immersive interaction lab, which and one of the things they're doing is looking at working with people, especially in exhibitions and other things where you take the interaction out of the computer and get people to feel, work, touch, and go ahead and put your message across. So a more immersive interaction, so to speak. I work very closely with the dean of that college and can get you in touch with that. Thank you.
So, what is your gift for the college, right?
So the immersive interaction lab.
Immersive interaction lab. Okay, great. So connect with Sapna. She's into education. Sapna, go now. And then we have Lata after.
Hello everyone, this is author and coach Sapna Narayan, and I'm a professional communication coach. If your employees, staff, anyone needs help with fluency in English, or your leadership needs communication help, I would be the right person to help you with it. Also, if you are a leader and you have experiences which you would want to leave as a legacy behind, I can help you become an author as well. For me, the ask is give today. It's a give today. So I have a community of coaches wherein I can connect you with people who can help your company with POSH. They can help your company with the HR as well as your Excel, excelling in Excel. So that would be my gift. Thank you.
Wow, brilliant. So guys, put Sapna and your name. Excel is one of the most powerful tools on the planet. You can do documents, Word, everything in an Excel. Like literally, you don't need any other platform. So nobody needs Excel. Everybody needs coaches. Okay, Sapna, welcome back. It's super nice to have you. Okay, great. Connect with Prakash. Lata, go now, and then we have Amit after.
Good morning. Roti Kapda Makan Insurance. That's my quote.
English.
I can insure everything under the sun. And that is what I've been doing for the last 24 years now. I help people who are NRIs to understand why they should invest in India now. So I have a presentation which is happening both for Indians as well as NRIs, which I'll post on the group. You can have a look at it. My gift today is to Chaitanya and Parth, because I know a couple of manufacturing companies who are doing big, and I will, talk to them and ask them to get in touch with these two people.
Brilliant. Super thanks. Okay, great. Let's have Amit go now, and then we have Bharat after.
I finished.
You finished, Amit, today? Oh, yeah, I heard you, right. Yes, we have Mudita and Lata, right. Bharat, go now, and then we have Chaitanya after. I hope everyone else has finished. Suresh, you need to have filled the link. Then will I call your name? I've got you, Suresh. I got Suresh, Vilas, and Bharat Vyas as well. So I think everyone is in the list now. So yes, we'll call you soon. So let's have Bharat.
Gaurav, can you mute everyone, because I can hear some background.
Now it's okay. Hello.
Bharat, please mute yourself.
Prakashji, you have to mute.
Thank you. Your extended arm has two gifts. One, I want to motivate all of you to give a gift to Sapna today. Happy birthday to you, Sapna. My gift to you. And second gift to all the people here, anyone looking for manufacturers out of mainland, mostly in electronics, construction, and we have some other specific industries I can help on. Reach out to me and get your gift. Back to you.
Bharat forgot to introduce himself. He is in Hong Kong. And he's
Your extended arm in Hong Kong, 15 seconds.
Oh, you said it? You only said extended arm, right?
Yeah. Your extended arm in Hong Kong is good enough.
Okay, class.
Thank you.
Gaurav could not use your tagline, but he's been winning any royalty as well.
Well, Bharat is the extended arm that has just undergone physiotherapy.
Mashallah. He's a fighter. Okay, great. So, guys, Bharat is a good contact to connect with. He's based in Hong Kong. So, it's the world's real manufacturing hub currently, and export and import. So, connect with him and any export, import, tech companies. That's what he can give today. Chaitanya, go now. Then we have Suresh, Vilas, and Bharat after. Chaitanya?
Hi everyone, my name is Chaitanya. I am a business consultant. My specialization is category creation. So with all your businesses, I create a new stream of at least one new stream of income that will make you very profitable with your business. Now this week, I have a give to those people who work with the hospitality and food and beverage industry. I have got one of my clients to create a specific food chemical that will increase the lifetime of the oil you use in your hotels. Usually, when you use oil, after 3 times you have to dispose it because it becomes rancid. Whereas with this chemical, you can use the oil for 11 times and it will not lose its quality. So I have given a monopoly to one agency in Gujarat. Other than that, the rest of the world is available for the taking. So if you have clients in the hotel industry, that would be the client that should reach out to me, or I can reach out to them to get you some real value. Thank you.
You have a distributor in Dubai?
No, only Gujarat is taken.
Okay. I'll give you an online retailer for B2B. Great. So connect with Prakash and me. I'm going to put my name shortly. But guys, it's a good one. Food oil that can be used 11 times, though I will never have that dish. But Suresh, go now, and then we have Vilas after. Suresh?
Good morning. Nice meeting you all. I just joined today. Mr. Nandakumar Menon introduced me. I'm into software testing arena. It's a Singapore-based company. We have office in Chennai as well. And can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We have office in Chennai and now in UAE. Recently started. So I'll be traveling to UAE often. And I'm also, it's my business to manufacture labels and ribbons for barcode industry. Especially the ribbons, many people they import in Dubai and Oman. So we can offer you these consumable for barcode. Yeah. For the barcode industry, the ribbons
You're
are.
manufacturing them.
Yeah, we are manufacturing. Yes.
Are you exporting?
We export through some dealers to Dubai, but not directly as of today.
Okay, great. Okay, super. So, guys, put Suresh and your name in the chat. So, what's your gift today, Suresh? What are you giving?
Today I give you
First time,
greetings.
it's okay, we will give you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Very sweet of you.
Okay, guys. So he's got these labels for the manufacturing. It's very important and it comes with barcodes and stuff. It's
And
really
the ribbons,
theft and safety and stuff like that, when you can integrate it with other safety this
You
thing.
can
So
track it. You can track products through barcode and RFID. RFID also we are doing. So tracking becomes very easy and automatic.
okay, brilliant. So Suresh, do keep coming because sometimes when you say it for the first time and we hear you for the first time, we don't remember whose references we can give you. But when we keep hearing you week on week, that's the time we will internalize what we can share as a reference and contacts.
Thank you indeed, and nice meeting you all.
Likewise. We'll ask go now, and then we have Bharat Vyas. Bharat, also you please, if you can fill your introduction on the link so everyone can get your phone number.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll have you after Bharat. So Suresh, go now. Sorry, Vilas, go now.
Yeah, thanks, Alfia. Good morning to all. Yeah, I have been here coming and going. Actually, it's like a year on year. Nice to see you all. Basically, I'm a financial planning consultant from Mumbai, worked in Mumbai more than 10 years and here more in Dubai from last 15 years. Having 1,000+ families globally in Asia, Europe, GCC, serving them for various requirements. What I can give is a 15 minutes free financial planning session without any obligation and try to know what they do and how can I help them with their my connects in globe like Asia, GCC and Europe. Thank you.
What you can give is which connects in Asia?
I have 1,000+ families globally in Asia, Europe, and GCC from retail to semi-HNI to HNI, having their own businesses, small setups. So individually, whatever people are specialized in, I will give 15 minutes free session introductory, and I will come to know where my clients can fit in for their referrals. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Super, guys. Connect with him. He's got a big phone book contact open for us all, and just connect with Vilas. I thought the whole group will step in. But come on, guys, put Vilas in your name. He's got a contact base of HNIs. I'm sure a lot of people are in that industry, so they need that connects. But of course, he's giving the core thing. He's giving the 15-minute session to plan your finances better. So connect with him for sure. All right, Bharat, go now.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Bharat Vyas from Connect to Create. Basically, we are manufacturing for the electronic product, but not specific electronic. We are into the corporate gifting. So, as as I experience and as I think that the corporate gifting or gifting industry have a very bright future in India. We do some customization, we do some personalize. So this is not available anywhere in the ready platform on Amazon or Flipkart or anywhere. So this is what we can do. So basically, this industry have huge market. So let's see how it's going further. It's have good scope for the everyone.
Wow, brilliant. So, guys, gifts are important and everyone need it all the time. But what's your gift, Bharat, for today?
Basically, we have the pharma company in our corporate gifting sector. This is the biggest market in India for the our gift industry. So any connect for the pharma sector, maybe Sun Pharma, Lupin, Alembic, whatever. So anybody need anything for that, definitely we can do.
I think there's one member who always pitches for that, but he's not here today, unfortunately. But great. So connect with Sapna. So with that, we come to the end of our list. Parth, I didn't get you still in the list. But if you like, I can let you introduce. But it's important that you fill your, so for the first time, guys, you can just put quickly. I know it's a long sheet, but second week onwards, when you keep coming, it's already populated. So you don't have to refill everything, and you can edit and you can add more as well second week onwards, or you can change as well. So it's okay. But only the first time it's a little hefty to fill the introduction. But the second week onwards, it's always very fast. And you can always add more information later. So for the first one, just do it quicker and will allow you to keep adding. All right, Parth, go now.
Good morning again. I am an advocate based out of Ahmedabad, Gujarat. We specialize in exports, imports, advisory. We can help you out with the entire imports, exports, benefits, or savings in the transactions you do. We also help you out with the compliance part, as well as we can advise you on how to maximize your incentives against your exports. So wherever you find import and exports, we can definitely help you out with the advisory in which you can save taxes, duties, and maximize your incentives.
Brilliant. So guys, put Parth and your name in the chat if you know anyone in the manufacturing field in India, and he can benefit with improving your entire commercial. So anyone that need to connect with Parth, put it. And Parth, once you put your link, people will get your contact. Just very quickly, we're closing the meeting officially. But for the ones who are new, like Suresh, I think Vilas, you've been here many times before. But it's our responsibility. So all the names that came next to your name in the chat, we will summarize that and put it into our WhatsApp group in a few minutes. Make sure everyone is on the WhatsApp group, but it is your responsibility to reach out to the people that said, hey, I have a contact for you. So the 3 people or the 4 people names that came in the chat against your name, those are the contacts you can personally WhatsApp or message and reach out to. And that will, it's an opportunity to connect, and people have given you technically permission to reach out to. So it's a very powerful way. So do reach out to people that have said they will connect with you. Okay, great. So with that note, officially, I want to call this meeting to a close, but we can keep it open for another 10-15 minutes if anyone want to further brainstorm on, discussions about, and we can take a quick group picture for Bharat's LinkedIn. And I'm going to give a few minutes to Bharat as well to close the day. But guys, everyone come on video. Let's take a nice smiling photo. Vilas, Prakash, Chaitanya, Lata, Mudit, Bharat, Sheldon, Sydney Sheldon. Oh, that's why his name is Sheldon, because there's Sydney Sheldon. Who can help me also to take a picture? Sometimes mine doesn't work. Gaurav has a very nice smile today. Can someone else also take? I got it now. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, super. So Bharat, over to you before we close the link. The YouTube live will be on with Bharat. Just give him a few more minutes, and then we will close another 3 minutes.
Thank you so much, Alifia. Day for gifts, gifts to Sapna, gifts to Parth, who has come, to give us this valuable talk today. What did you learn from him? There's a testimonial link there, the event link. Go there, please give testimonials and referrals on that link. You are finding phone numbers, you're finding things, but when you are at one platform on the LinkedIn, that special event day, you will be able to get everyone's detail there without asking, without trying to remember who did what. Okay, so who's doing it? We have 30 seconds for that. I'm looking at the LinkedIn page and I'm seeing who's going there now. Because when you go out of this room, you forget. And Sapna has such a wonderful background today, and she is celebrating her birthday today. So who's giving her a referral or testimonial on the LinkedIn? I'm going to do that after the meeting, but what about you guys?
Guys, let's do it right now. You're live on LinkedIn. Let's everyone put in what Bharat says. Sign in. Let's quickly give him a minute. Let's put a good, quick testimonial, a good, kind word, or just something nice for yourself. What worked for you today?
And something you learned from Parth today.
Yeah, that could be powerful. And we can tag him as well.
Of course, my thanks to Chaitanya for bringing Parth here today. So 30 seconds done. You can all put your LinkedIn on the chat also. Back to you, Alifia.
Back to everyone. It's an open chat now. Thank you, Bharat. We're good now, Sheldon. So make sure everyone's in our WhatsApp group, okay? If anyone needs help, let me know. We've sent links of the WhatsApp group a couple of times before. Evan, if you want to share contacts, you can share to each other right away. If you said you're going to give a contact to someone, let's do that right now and finish it off.
Alifia, someone sent a message to me from the group 2-3 days back. I saw the message, I wanted to reply, and I've lost it. So anyone here send me a message about they're coming to China, they were worried about the flu or something. Everything is okay. It's just a different culture here. That is, everyone goes to the hospital. We don't have small clinics. So hospitals are always crowded in December, January.
Bharat, any effect of this H1, whatever that is floating in China?
That is what I said. It's a normal flu, and hospitals are usually flooded because we don't have the concept of small clinics, and everyone has to go to the. And usually, Hong Kong people or China people would love to have a trip done, so they'll go to the hospital, they stay there for a few hours and come back. It's a different culture altogether, but nothing to worry about.
Hope it does not flare up and does not cause damage.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
No, I was in the hospital today. It was quite empty. I connected from hospital.
Guys, I'm also creating about 10 breakout rooms just in case anyone want to go in and have a chat right away with anyone. I'm creating a few. You can select on